campaign. Cool the color of mayonnaise. I'm drunk and high at the same time, drinking champagne on the airplane. Spit rounds like a gun range, beat it up like Rampage.
Knock, knock. True. I can put my hat back on there. How y'all doing? How everybody doing? What's up? If you don't know, I go by Martin Luther King Jr. Y'all know, I go by 2 Chainz. How everybody doing? All right, well, I come here to shed a little light, a little positive light on what's going on. You know, I do music. Right now I have a platform to where I can actually be heard, you know what I mean? Even if I say 2 Chainz, if I say T.R.U, I say whatever, people are locked into what I'm saying. So I felt like this would be a good time for me to step up and tell my story about me becoming a felon, me being shot before, and then me just turning my whole life around to be able to come and get people's attention. And just like spread some positive energy, you dig? And so for the most part, I know we're all here due to Respect My Vote, just me trying to notify felons that you can actually vote. It was a huge surprise for me. I've been a felon since I was 15 years old. I got caught up in, actually my mom's house had got busted, and they had locked her up for possession of cocaine, and they locked me up for possession of cocaine as well. I got out probably about a couple weeks later. 15, I must have been around in 10th grade or something. I got out a couple weeks later. They kept my mom, so I started staying with a friend that was around the corner. You know what I mean? And that's when I started staying with her. I started staying with a friend around the corner, and I just remember getting back to my house because the police had knocked the door down. Everybody had took everything, all of my belongings, and I was kind of starting over. And my pop was already in prison when they had locked my mom up. And so I was like, I slick don't got no parents, you know what I mean? I'm an only child, but I've been taking care of myself for a long time. Even at 15, I was paying bills, understanding light bills and when things were due. I think they got a lot to do with me having good credit now. But anyway. Anyway, I was just trained to I'm like I said, only child, just to really look out my mom. This is where the whole Titty Boy name was from. It was a natural name that my family gave me for just being like a spoiled brat, you know what I mean, a mama's boy. Yeah, mama's just a country term. So when this happened, I'm staying with my friend, and so people that know my campaign know that I finished school, know that I'm really into education. I'm even considering going online and taking some classes online once my life slows down a little bit, because I hate not knowing, everything is moving fast with me. So I was like, I need to, try to go back to school and just figure out this whole thing, just let the natural process happen. So I remember going back to school and people was telling me that the police was looking for me, and I was like, well, I already been in jail. What the hell do they want with me now, But this was my first time getting in trouble, and I wasn't aware of them sending court papers to the address that I stayed in. And if I didn't actually, go to court, I would have another warrant to go back to jail. So I went to school, got locked up in school, went back to jail again. And so, I like to think I'm a pretty cool dude. Like, most of my excuses for going to jail was something that I had to do. It wasn't me trying to impress nobody, it wasn't me trying to show out. My neighborhood, I'm a firm believer of being a product of your environment, like the whole nature versus nurture thing. Like, I was raised by my neighborhood. Everybody in my neighborhood has a drug charge on their record. We don't brag about it, we don't even rap about it. Every one of them, I'm the only one, and fingers are crossed and thank God, I'm the only one that probably didn't do time. All my friends, Dollar, whoever know the dude I rap with in Player Circuit, he did 2 years. All my best friends did 5 years. One of my friends that I stayed with, when my mom got locked up, he actually turned Muslim while he was in prison. We have a whole different relationship, and he kind of influenced me about the Muslim community. How y'all doing over there? I miss my little girl. And so, that's my story, you know what I mean? And that wasn't the only time I was locked up, but that definitely kind of set the pace for me, from not just being interested in voting, not caring, and not even registering to me, not even when I hear it, I don't hear it. And I just remember walking in a mall. They had a mall set up in Atlanta right before the elections, and it was either 04 or 08. I think it was like 08. And they was like, here, you can vote or whatever, trying to give me a brochure. And I told him I can't vote. I've been a felon since before I was old enough to vote. I felt like I was counted out. I didn't even get an opportunity. I was a felon at 15. You excuse. I did that. I've been a felon since I was 15. You have to be like, you know, of age to vote. So I wasn't even old enough to even get in trouble, but I did, you know what I mean? So just fast forward the whole thing, a lady gave me a brochure, a pamphlet on what I could do to register to vote, like, you know, asking me what my charges was after I told her. She was like, after you fulfill your obligations, you can, you know, you can get your citizenship back, you can register to vote again. So I was like, you know, I was intrigued, and so I went back and told my whole studio. And, you know, I got probably about 10 of my dudes to actually go out and vote with us, like the whole process of putting the hood under and like voting. That was like the first time I ever done it. And I walked around with the sticker the whole day. You know, I voted. It was like a polo sign. I had to like put it on, and I was like, you know, I was proud. It was my first time ever doing it, ever being involved in the voting process, and me just learning more and just being more educated on the whole process. It just like, it kind of trickles down to, like, I know a lot of people feel like, is my vote gonna count? Because I'm one of those people, you know what I mean? And I just feel like we all come together, it's gotta add up, because it trickles down to our personal government. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when we become felons and we don't do nothing, it's like, we keep ourselves in a spot to where if we can just get out of that, start voting, we can just get away from these barriers that we set from ourselves. You know what I mean? Like I say, my neighborhood, and I hate to say, I can't blame my neighborhood. Where I came up, it'd have been like, if I'd had a job, I probably wouldn't have been the cool one. Like that's how we were looked at. It was kind of like, and a lot of people, we hang around like people that we're like. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? And it was comfortable. It was comfortable for me. Although I was smart, I never made a C in high school. I got locked up in high school twice. And me not making the C was the only thing that got me back in school. Was just letters, transcripts, people saying, don't let this black man go, give him another chance, or whatever. So I just kind of took that to now. I wanted to do this campaign a couple years ago, of course, when nobody listened to my music. No one gave a damn. I remember when T.R.U came out of prison a couple years ago, not the last time. Somebody from his crew was like, you know, let me get a t-shirt. I make my own t-shirts, you know what I mean? But the campaign, I was like, hell no. And then like Jeezy, because he was a felon too, you know. But then I started realizing how many people that I actually, you know, have rap, my peers that's in hip hop that have felonies as well, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to use this hip hop caucus to just be like, you know, just use this so I can use my platform, you know, where I am now, you know, everybody, you know, I hear I'm supposed to be wondering how this dude's doing. That's what he's saying. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all what's going on. But I want to use. You right here? Hey. You got an album coming out August 14th. But now for real though, I'm not even doing this about. This is not about my album. I just really find it intriguing. Like when I learn something new anyway, I'd be like, oh, I don't care if it's on my smartphone, I'd be intrigued by learning new stuff. Anyway, period. So learning the fact that we're able to register to vote again. Are there any felons in here? Yeah, you? Good. Well, have you fulfilled your obligation? No more parole, no more probation? You? Yeah? That's dope. You? Did you know you could vote?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. So I think the whole thing about today, since everybody's been pretty clean so far, let's just try to stay pretty clean. And the second thing is that if you could just tell somebody that you know, like I say, to me it was intriguing. And a lot of us, you know, coming from, when I say us, I'm talking about the Afro-American community, we made a lot of mistakes when we were young. I know I did, like when I was just young. Like now when rappers get in trouble, I be like, you know, like why? Like, you know, I don't want no trouble. Anytime I get involved with the police, I tell them like, sir, you got it, whatever, this way, I go with it. I'm not trying to be in any of that, you know what I mean? I made enough mistakes when to the point where I mess around and won't get out again. They have this 3-strike thing. We just need to leave it at 2. Just like, don't even swing no more, just no more strikes, just, you know what I mean? So,
Catch up to my campaign, cool the color of mayonnaise. I'm drunk and high at the same time, drinking champagne on the airplane. Spit rounds like a gun range, beat it up like Rampage. 100 bands, cut your girl, now your girl need Chain the color of Akon. Black diamonds, backpack rhyming. Co-signing by Louis Vuitton. Horsepower, all this polo on, I got horsepower. Pound of this cost 4,000, I make a range.
People get caught up in the video thing, and it's just, you can actually be the dude that shot the video. We just paid a nigga so much money, we've been calling him like every day about the video. Yeah, you'll be surprised how much that person gets for filming a video. You know what I mean? So just about doing research again. Anything else, y'all?